Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with yet another Reddit story for you. This one goes like this. Am I the astronaut because I, 35 male, am thinking of splitting with my wife, 35 female, because of a drunk comment? Oh shit. My wife and I have been together for 14 years with one child, but have been friends since we were young teens. We went to dinner at a friend's house, child-free event, and had quite a bit to drink when the topic of my wife's ex-boyfriend came up, who I obviously knew too. We still sometimes see him because of mutual friends. They split up because of his drug addiction when they were 19, and my wife and I got together a year later. In this conversation, our friend said it's very disappointing to see how bad he's doing. My very drunk wife replied how she begged him to get off the drugs and how hard it was that he chose drugs over her, and if he didn't, they'd still be together. Oh, that last part, I get it. I didn't say anything at the time because none of us were in the right frame of mind, so I kept quiet, but it has shattered my world. The next day, my wife could see that I was quiet, so I told her what she said and how this made me question our entire relationship, as I always felt like the second choice. She has now locked herself in the bedroom and is giving me the silent treatment. We didn't even have a conversation because she straight away locked herself away. I think I want to end our marriage over this. I have a million thoughts in my head, and I don't understand how she is giving me the silent treatment. Am I the astronaut? Okay, this is gonna take some communicating here. Let's talk about this. So I understand OP's point of view. I do. Like hearing a recount of the past that would alter your relationship. Nobody wants to hear that. That doesn't mean it's not true. If life had gone differently, you wouldn't be together. And at least to me, it didn't seem like from your narration or from your recount of it that it was her like longing for him. It was an observation of, yeah, I begged him. It hurt so much that he chose drugs over me. If he hadn't, we'd probably still be together. It's true. You don't want to hear it, but it's true. If Candy Thunder and my lives had gone differently, it could have diverted us away from each other. We'd still be stuck in some shitty relationship, probably. It's not something we want to think about. Doesn't mean it's not true. So because, she was tossing back the truth serum and blurted this out, obviously you would hope that your partner would consider your feelings when saying shit like this. She was obviously hammered and said it, but he was either sober enough or maybe drunk enough to really take it to heart and for it to stick and for him to still be thinking about the next day. Candy Thunder, question for you. If I had said something like this, would it really bother you?
That would bother me.
Yeah, it would bother me too. As much as I want to sit here and say like it is the truth, I'd be butthurt.
It's to say it so many years after is what we're
to say it so many years after the fact, and it's not untrue, but to hear your partner say it would suck. It would suck. Here she comes.
Sorry. The thing is that it's her reaction. When he said, you said this and it bothered me, and she hid herself away and didn't communicate, didn't solve the problem.
Okay.
She just went straight to the room and locked herself away, which admits that she feels guilty about what she says. And if you feel guilty about what you said, then obviously there's still some kind of feelings there. But if she had been like, no, that's not what I meant, like if this, then that, and explained it in a way that made sense to him, he wouldn't be entertaining the thoughts of ending his marriage over this. And I feel like she went into a bedroom, locked herself away, and did not ease the pain that was going on in his mind. Because how can you not have pain hearing your wife say that you wouldn't be together if this guy wasn't on drugs? Like that's a hard thing to hear. And in that moment, it was her responsibility to help make this right, whether or not she was drunk when she said it or not.
So
that's how I feel.
I'm blinded in on the first situation when she said it instead of her reaction to the confrontation about it, which is a different thing. And you can't blame the booze at that point, except for being really hungover. And I'm sure she stumbled out of bed and she's like, I feel like shit. And then he says that and she's like, I don't know what to and hides away. But yeah, it doesn't matter like how shitty you feel if you can see that you've damaged your partner and there was a misunderstanding or that you said something you shouldn't have. You at least have to address it. You have to finish the sentence. You have to. Maybe she locked herself in to try to like get herself woken up and try to figure out what the hell to say. It doesn't seem like it right now. And whenever he described it in the beginning, it was like, yeah, that really bugged me and I want to talk to her about it. He brought it up, and based on her response, that's when he says, I'm ready to end our marriage over this. I know he feels like that right now. Hopefully she opens that door. They have a conversation. They get through this. That's not how she really feels now. It was a blurted out drunken thing, but it's obviously something she's at least thought because she did blurt it out. So there needs to be a conversation here, but she's got to take accountability for what she did. There's no way she can move past this. There's no way you guys can move past this without that happening first.